Hello and welcome to Long Time No See, the podcast, coming to you from Gold Diggers Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California. We'll be getting to know some of your favorite comedians a little bit better, and so will they. Each week's guests have no idea who the other guest is, so without further ado, please remove your blindfolds and introduce yourselves.
Hi! Oh my God!
What's up? How are you?
Just so good. I was trying to figure out who it was by your size.
Oh, how could you tell?
You go.
Oh, by my height.
So
Okay,
that's
I was a
Tommy.
heavy breather.
Yeah.
Jesus.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so glad I know you.
Wait, I don't think we've ever met in person.
No, we haven't. You hooked me up on Cameo though,
Oh yes.
and
yeah.
I've stopped responding to Cameo requests.
Good,
I
so
hope that's
have I.
okay.
No, I'm no
All
longer
right,
there.
introduce yourselves
Sorry.
and let's
Oh, yeah.
get going.
I'm Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. I'm
I don't know if
Katherine.
we're introducing ourselves to each other.
Do you want to
Yeah,
shake?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Good to finally meet you in person.
You
All right,
do.
we're going to start off with what was your most recent bomb and how did it compare to your worst?
Wait, we don't get to catch up?
No, we're starting now.
Oh man, I really want to talk to you about Cameo. Okay.
I don't.
Okay, we're over it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do it at the end? Sorry.
I got
Yeah, we can do that.
I got a very recent bomb.
Oh, we're doing bombs.
Yeah,
Yes.
most
Oh.
recent bomb, Des Moines, Iowa, about 5 days ago.
I just bombed in Iowa.
Teehees?
Yeah. What?
The club?
No, I did.
Okay.
I did the college. Tell me about
Yeah.
yours.
Thursday. It was last Thursday. It was just a about a 25-person crowd,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, well, maybe they'll be here for it.
Yeah.
They'll be great. And then it was about 30 minutes up top of no laughs before
Mm-hmm.
I got up there, and then I was like, well, it'll be fine. I'll get them.
Yeah.
know? And I
Sometimes
did
you lie to
not.
yourself and you go, maybe the acoustics.
Maybe it's
They
just,
sound
yeah.
different backstage.
Yeah.
And it feels more lively on stage.
Yep.
And then you get on stage and you go, it's actually even quieter
It's
now.
actually worse, and now my back's really sweaty.
yeah.
Yeah, so fought for my life for about 48 minutes, and then got out of there, hightailed it out of there.
Okay. Did you address it, or were you just like, I'm having time of my life, guys?
I was trying to have fun, because a big pet peeve of mine is when people blame the crowd early.
Yes.
And tell them that they're bad, then I don't think it gives them a chance to like get better. So I don't like when people are like, this crowd sucks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, now the crowd is like, we suck. So I like trying to give them a chance. Like, you guys are fun. I kept saying that. Like, you guys are fun, even though they're not. They weren't.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're going, really?
Yeah. So that was the idea, was that they would be like, oh yeah, we are fun. But they
Yeah.
didn't. At one point, I think they all decided they weren't having
They
fun.
were done. Okay, sometimes those are always the shows though that like as they leave, they're like, thank you so
Yes.
much. This was the time of our lives. And you're
Yeah.
like,
Where were you?
what? How did you act on your wedding day?
Yeah, what does
Were
a
you
bad
like,
day look like for
I
you?
do. Yeah. It's like sometimes you just have to realize like because they're not in every show you're doing.
No.
So sometimes they're just enjoying the show. You know,
just
they're a
smiling.
little they're a in their head laugher.
Yep. They got a babysitter
And-
for this. And
yeah.
they're just happy.
Yeah. Or sometimes it's just a coupon night.
I believe that was the
Yes.
case for about half the crowd. I think they didn't buy tickets, and they were like, we don't really know what this is. We didn't know we'd have to buy 2 drinks.
Yeah, they're pissed
You
about the
know.
drink thing. They're all Virgos.
Yeah.
Birthdays.
You ever,
recently. So that's
You ever
they're
make-
sad people.
Oh, yeah, they were not.
Yeah.
I was bleak. But you ever make the decision mid-set to not sell merch?
Oh, all the time.
That's where I was at.
I've been at clubs and like I know the guy who sets up my merch, and in the middle of the set, I'll look at him and be like, "Don't bother."
Yeah.
And then everyone know what I'm talking about. I can see him like wheeling out my suitcase, and I go, and I just fucking leave it there.
No, people are like, why does she have those extra shirts on stage?
You go, these are my sweat rags. For how much you're making me sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, actually, I just had one. San Diego was like that. It was Sunday, Labor Day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to rearrange the
I'm
room?
good. Jesus.
Did we need? And they were. Sometimes you just have to go. I like to just be like, well, it's a coupon night.
Yeah.
You weren't invested since the beginning. You weren't even invested in the beginning to invest
Literally.
in the ticket.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
not financially invested.
Yeah. And you just and so those are like the crowds where you're like, they're they got a coupon. They go see comedy once a year.
Yeah.
And you it's fine.
Did you get anything out of it? Did you get any new stuff out of it?
Oh, I did it. Yes, I got new stuff out of it. What I got was I learned to not do that. Stop trying for that bit. There's this one bit that I've just been really trying for like truly maybe 6 months.
Like believing in it?
I'm just like, it's there. Something's there. And I finally like reworked it, whatever, and did it that night. And it was so done. I was like, I've got the answer. I needed the universe to be like, we're done. We're done sugarcoating it for you. This is bad, and you should move on. So it was good. I bombed. Do you do colleges?
No.
I hate the comics who are like, no, colleges are fun. I want to go. Stop lying.
Yeah.
Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to everybody else. They're so. It shouldn't be legal. They should not have comedians come to colleges, like as booked by the student organization.
Because are you doing like cafeterias and stuff?
Honestly, the cafeteria would be more fun. 'Cause there's kids moving
Stuff
around.
to riff on.
You just riff on. These
Yeah.
are like truly. One was a ballroom.
Oh God.
One was I did Iowa. I love the university, but the whole concept. Nobody's really. What it is the colleges, they're given money to put on student organizations or like run events, whatever, right? So they have to spend the money. So you have to do so many diverse acts. So they bring comedians in, right?
Yeah.
But like, and so they'll put you like a lot of times they just put you in this giant room. I did do a 11:30 a.m. show for Laughs at
God.
Lunch in the
Laughs
student
at
lounge.
Lunch. At least it's a cool name.
Right, where they asked if the kids playing the billiards, if it was cool with me if they continue to play billiards in the room, and I said yes because if they don't, there would be no one in this room.
Oh God.
I started talking, and they were like, "Lady, why are you talking?" And I was like, "Because I need this check."
Did they have music on beforehand?
No.
Okay.
When I tell you, it was like like one of those student union lounges, just
Yeah.
underneath of a cafeteria,
Yeah.
where it's just kids who probably don't even live on campus, but they don't want to go home to their mom and dad in
Yep.
between classes.
They go play pool.
It's that room, and there was a little. Again, I'm not dissing the schools. I'm saying because this is the thing, the whole concept really shouldn't happen because. These kids, first of all, a lot of them are like freshmen. I just did a lot of like opening week things. So it's a bunch of kids who were just dropped off by their parents.
They haven't lived any
They're
life.
so scared.
There's nothing to relate
They don't
on.
know. First, they're not humans yet.
No.
They're not real
They're
humans.
children.
They're half-breeds.
Yeah.
And they don't know. They don't have their own. They have no confidence yet. They're
have no
looking at their
identity.
friends to be like, do I like that?
Is this funny? Should we
Yeah.
just keep playing pool?
Right. Yes. That. And also, all they do all day is go and listen to lectures.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you
This was the
do you
same
want to
thing.
do you want to do something fun in between your lectures? Do you want to have a lecture?
Do you want to listen to a goofier lecture?
Right. Yeah. And like
Oh,
past
God.
this, I'm an elderly woman now. I'm 32,
Yeah.
and so I'm talking. I don't know. I mean, I still have like I thought I was young. I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm young. I have bachelorette stuff. They're like, what?
They've never.
They're like, we don't believe in marriage anymore.
No.
and-
They also
yeah.
they won't go to a bachelorette party for
No.
8 years.
No.
Yeah.
And so then you end up, this happened. Then you end up doing a bunch of crowd work. And they are also like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but they're kind of like, they're nervous and scared. They're very afraid to be offended about things.
Yeah.
I brought all these kids up, right? And we were doing who's the next Ashton Kutcher, right? And this guy was like, I brought everyone up. I was like, tell me where you're from, or tell me an interesting fact. And this kid was like, I came from Egypt. Cool, right? The next next round of questions, he had his phone out, and I was like, "Are you taking a picture?" He's like, "No, I'm recording this." And I was like, "Oh, cool. You send it back to Egypt. Let them know what you're doing." Groans. The whole crowd groaned. Like,
Because you mentioned he was from Egypt?
Because I mentioned again that he was from Egypt.
People are like, God, she's racist.
Right. I'm like, actually, kind of. You guys are.
Yeah.
Kind of. You guys.
They just,
you know.
they have no idea. I mean,
Yeah.
they have no identity. They have no opinions on anything.
Yeah.
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 They're scared. Also, the people that come to the college shows are nerds.
I didn't want to say that, but
Yeah.
it's so true. Did you go to college?
I did.
I can tell by your hair.
And I would, yeah. I was built at college.
Yeah.
actually.
You can tell.
I,
Yeah. You look like you grew out of the sludge in a frat house basement.
First words were, "You do know who my father is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a permanent Greek spank on your butt.
I do,
The
yeah. I
Greek
wasn't
letters.
even in a
It's like,
frat, but
yeah,
I was,
yeah.
you know?
I can see.
Yeah, the people that are coming out, like, it's not that they're like, they're not, they're just, that was what they decided to do, and it was like the fifth option for most people.
It's a student-run event,
Yeah.
or a call, like the school put it on,
Yeah,
right? It's
the
not a
student
frat
board,
party.
yeah.
And no booze, no drinking. It's on campus, and like usually it's on a Thursday or a Friday.
Sometimes it's at lunch.
Sometimes it's at lunch. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
It's just, let's
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
that.
So, but I love the pay. So
Yeah, that's true. It is good money.
if you want to hit me up, I shouldn't diss on it because I'm still getting
Because
booked
it's your
on colleges.
livelihood.
Yeah. But it's just different from going from a club gig all weekend. You know, like
Yeah.
a rowdy club gig that you had so much fun, and I'm just too scared to like do dirty stuff. So I'm
At colleges?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would work better.
yeah. I'm just scared
yeah.
of the one teacher with lanyard in the back of the auditorium staring at me.
Still got that in you. Yep.
Yeah.
What's the dumbest thing someone's said to you after a show?
Dumbest.
Do you know Matt Rife?
Was it Matt? Oh, do you? That's the dumbest thing. I thought you asked me. Yeah, that's a big one. I've gotten that a lot recently.
I get it at all my colleges.
Of course. Yeah. I get, I mean, I'll get like, people think it's a compliment, but they'll say like, stick with it.
Oh, I love that. I love
And
that.
that one is just, I never take it the right way.
Right. Because you're like, I didn't.
Like, I did well. So it appears that I'm on the verge of quitting.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
didn't come to you upset. I
No.
didn't come to you asking.
I said,
you know?
thanks so much for coming. And they're like, yeah, just keep going. I'm like, all right.
Like
I will.
they're like trying to relate to you. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to say sometimes like after a joke, I used to be like, this is my first time on stage, and I stopped doing it because afterwards, so many people believed it, and they would be like, you might
Got some
have
chops.
something there.
Yeah. Also, then they're like, yeah, for your first time,
Right.
it was good.
Yeah. You're like,
No,
shit.
it's been
Yeah.
years and years of my life.
Yeah, that's really that's like that's somebody who doesn't approve of your entire lifestyle, and
Yeah.
this is an accountant coming to a comedy show, and because you don't even look like an actual comedian, you look like an accountant. No, you look like
I feel like a consultant.
yeah, you look like a consultant.
Yeah.
So,
Salesman.
Right. So it's like you're fighting a lot of uphill battles.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with it, though.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, I like it. I think. I guess this isn't after a show. This is just a podcast question. I guess. Well, I'm changing it. It's
Go
my
for it.
answer now. If I get asked what it's like to be a woman in comedy one more time on a
Yeah.
podcast, I'm gonna go.
What is it like?
It,
I'm kidding.
you know what? It's actually, I've never said this, but I'm gonna say it. Sometimes it's like, it feels good to be the token. Sometimes you're like, you had to book one of us.
Yeah.
Glad to be the one.
Yeah. I've been the only white on an all-black show before, and that feels great.
It feels really fun. It's almost, you have like a leg up.
Yeah, it's like you got already. They're paying attention a little bit more.
Yeah, they're like, "What are
oh,
you
something's
doing?"
different here.
Yeah, and you feel so, you feel so brave.
Yeah.
You feel so brave on all you have to say is like,
I know.
I'm the only white one here.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good.
What
one.
was ruined because too many people started doing it?
Crowd work. What was ruined because too many people?
You want to say crowd work, but it's too obvious.
Yeah. Also, it's like that would be incredibly hypocritical of me.
Yeah.
I didn't invent it, but boy, do I do it.
I know I really want to come up with something good.
I have a couple like structures of jokes that like I'm so tired of hearing that were probably funny at one point, but like now I've heard everyone do it. The thing of like the whole time you were in like a CVS or a Walgreens or like a an Applebee's, like where the end of it's like and this guy was screaming and I was like, sir, this is an Applebee's.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know?
same.
It's the twist, or like it was your dad the whole time.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I was like, lay off, mom.
Yeah, where it's like I was on
Yeah.
the phone with my manager and I was like,
Yes.
come on, I need to make more money, Dad.
Yes.
It's-
Yeah.
that kind of thing. The little like.
And he was like, I'm trying to. I really want to. The phrase I want to say is "get on your knees," but I don't want to say that because then the flip is, and I was 6. They always like it's something inappropriate, and they go, and I was 6, or I was 8.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like the laziest version of Jesselnick. Where
Yeah.
it's like just wait till the end and then one twist, but the twist is always just like you
Your
were in a
mom.
weird place or it was your mom.
Yeah.
And I've just heard that a million times, and I'm sure at some point it was original, and now it's too many people.
Yeah, I agree. That one really bugs me. And then this is just the certain crowd work that it's almost like plug and play that I'm like, this is where you ask the question, right?
Yeah.
No matter what the answer is, you're a stupid idiot. You're a
crazy.
freaking stupid
That's
idiot. It is
insane.
insane.
Yeah.
And then the lapper on the stage.
Oh God, I hate that.
So we do.
Drop
here's-
the mic.
Yeah,
and,
Here's the ready. Here is
I'll
the
be
plug
the
and play.
audience
Okay,
member.
okay. What's your name?
John. This guy's name is John.
Okay, so we do 2 laps.
Yep.
And then you go, what do you mean, John? Like you're in a store and you're like, I'm John. And so then it's like plug John or whatever the answer is into a scenario, do the scenario, act out, and that's it. That's the
Yeah.
whole crowd work plug and play.
I agree. The overreaction without getting anywhere
Right.
is insane.
Right.
Or like, it's people do it where like, where are you from? Indiana? And they're like, Indiana sucks. And it's like, all right.
You freaking
Awesome.
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
been
that.
done too much too.
I want to see that sketch where it's just somebody just giving like the most beige answers and they're like,
People going
you
crazy.
Go to jail.
Yeah.
You should be in jail. Yeah. Your favorite color's green? You fucking psychopath.
Just slapping
Yeah,
the microphone
yeah.
against their
Yeah,
leg.
Yeah. So what are you like in preschool? My favorite color's green?
I was like, shut up, Dad.
Yeah. Also, I do that all the time. Just that exact plug and play.
too. I got some of the most road hacky stuff. in the
Right.
world, so, yeah.
I think you know what the thing is. I do when I do find a response really funny, it is like a visceral reaction to be like, oh, it's so funny, and then I see myself do it, and I'm like, you idiot! Why are you doing it?
You mean on like tape after?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate seeing that, and just being like, man, if you just stayed cool, this would have been way better.
Because you feel like you're overacting too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's almost like it's part of our heritage, our culture now. To like when you finally get an answer, your body's like, yeah, this is a good tape.
This is something good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I wish I could get. I don't know what.
It's hard not to when you're, bombing in Iowa. You take
Yeah.
any weird response.
Do you think that Midwest people is Iowa Midwest?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Midwest people? How do you feel? What do you think about? This is my question now.
I'm from the Midwest, so I love it, but they're not. Certain cities, the liberal cities within the conservative areas of the Midwest are like some of the best comedy crowds. But the actual conservative Midwestern people are like the most reserved people in the world.
But they're having a good time. But they're having a good time with their arms crossed.
Yes, and they're quiet because if they laugh too loud, they're gonna talk about it on the ride home. You were so loud in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was you were insane. You were acting insane out there, Richard.
Yeah.
And like they'll get into an argument about it
If they
if
laugh
they're too
much.
rowdy. Yeah.
So it's just a lot of.
I'm talking
like-
about my parents pretty much directly right now.
Yeah. This is as much fun as they have.
Yeah. And then
This is
afterwards they
them-
go,
this
"That
is
was
them
really
laughing."
good. That
Yeah.
was really nice."
Yeah. I have to keep this in mind next time I'm in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is good.
Shut up.
It's a liberal city within a conservative area. I think that's the best.
No, yeah.
God,
No,
I'm from
I
St.
love
Paul.
it.
It's okay.
No, it's good, but it's so many.
Yeah, it's a lot of arms
It's
crossed.
so many uncles.
It couldn't be more uncles in the world than in
Yes,
Minneapolis.
than in
It
Minneapolis.
is insane.
It should be.
Half of them are mine.
Yeah,
It's-
it should be. This is Minneapolis slogan. Get on here and sit on your uncle's lap. Give him a kiss.
And everyone moves over to the guy next to them.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cute.
I don't remember what the question was, but I hope I
I think we're
answered
away
it.
from
If
it.
you guys weren't in comedy, what would you be doing?
Hold on, I really do. Can I just point out? I love how we were like we exhausted that one, and then we'll just casually be like,
Next one, please. Yeah.
what was it? Wait,
What would
If
we
you
be
weren't
doing?
in comedy, what would you be doing?
dental hygienist? Would you say?
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I mean, what? Do you, it's an who? What other answer would I give?
I mean, of course. but
Yeah. No, actually, did you want to answer? I feel like I jump the gun every time.
No, I like where
Okay,
this is going because I don't have a good answer.
Two things. Okay. One, my mom's best friend worked at this dental office all the time, and we kind of like. I think my mom would just drop us off sometimes, and we would just hang out in the lobby all day. I'm not really sure why, but I just remember
A weird
the
daycare?
dental hygienists. They were all like women in their 30s and 40s, and they were all kind of a little sassy.
Okay.
You know, and they have one of those jobs where like, you know, it's fun, but it's not too stressful, you
No.
know, and they're all poking and jabbing and at each other, and you know they're
Just
having
good banter around
conversation.
the office.
Yeah, but you don't have to dress up. You just have to you have one of those hairspray hairstyles. They all have hairspray hairstyles.
Yeah.
You
Are
know
they
what I'm talking
wearing
about?
coats?
No, they got scrubs on.
Scrubs.
Always wanted to just wear
Okay.
scrubs.
Yeah, scrubs are comfy. They're
Yeah,
PJs.
I like to just wear
Yeah.
the path of least resistance. You
Okay.
know, as far as my outfits go.
Scrubs would have fit.
Yeah, and it just seemed like the perfect like you know, kind of sassy fun job.
Yeah. Did you ever get close to it, or did you start comedy right away?
No. This is every time I'm bombing, I think about being in the office
hygienist.
and just being like, I could have clocked out at 4:00 on a Friday
Yeah.
and taken off my scrubs.
I could have been in the audience having a bad
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. It was that or that, but my real job was before I started comedy, it was very weird. It's called Sport and Entertainment Management. We were in venue management.
Okay.
So I worked for the company that ran ushers and ticket takers I worked at the Amway Arena, Orlando Magic's arena. We did the PGA before that. I was at a small venue in Atlanta before I got offered AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Wow.
And they were like, we need you here in 2 days. This is when Jay-Z and Beyonce went on their first tour, on the run tour.
Okay.
And this is the wildest thing about it. And thank God I'm not in it anymore because somehow I was on security side. I know, it sounds very weird.
Were you like beefy back then?
No.
Benching a lot?
No, I wasn't the bouncer. I was like hiring the bouncers.
Okay.
But
I
this
pictured
is
you with like a big flashlight.
Dude, no, when I would go into security, I remember we went in for like Miley Cyrus's concert or something, and I was the first in the meeting, and like her security guy came in, and he was like, "Honey, this is the security meeting," and I was like,
Yeah, sit
"Unfortunately
down,
for
bitch.
you, I know I'm supposed to be here.
I'm running it.
Yeah. So, I really, hopefully the company. I don't even know if the company I worked for is still around. It's not safe. Like, they had me in charge of hiring people to wand people and stuff
Okay.
and train them. These people are they are hourly workers, and when you like are staffing or whatever, we would put our good guys like at the end of the stage or, backstage or whatever, and like the newest or the worst workers, we would put them as our wanderers and metal detector people. So these people, like, they're
But how
not.
hard is that to get wrong?
They're not paying attention, by the way. I remember standing there and supervising them for probably like a Bruno Mars concert and being like, I don't even know what a bomb looks like. There could be a bomb in here at any freaking moment. Like I now when I go to events and concerts, I'm like, this Beyonce could be everyone's last Beyonce in here.
Well, I hope your company didn't survive.
No. Do you look at me when I'm telling you this? They offered me AT&T, AT&T
Thanksgiving
Stadium.
Day, Cowboys, Packers. There's gonna be a bomb.
This is Texas, where guns are born.
Yeah.
I
Literally
was in charge
everyone
of
has a
that.
gun.
I was in charge of that. It is not safe. No mass event with wands and ticket takers is safe. You have people that clocked out of their shift at Chili's and they're tired, and now they're coming here and the wand's not even turned on. They're just doing a little snow angel around you.
It's actually just like a Chili's menu.
Yeah. Right.
The drink specials.
Yes. So it's not
God.
safe, and thank God I'm not still in it. But I do know that all of our lives are on the line every time we
That's
go into
good
those
to know.
events.
I'm not going to AT&T.
I remember
I'm actually going on Thanksgiving this year, I think.
to the stadium. I mean, who knows? It could have gotten
I'm gonna be
better.
like, wand me, do it. I want to see you do it. I know you guys suck at this.
It's like I bet it's gonna be like, I shouldn't predict this stuff, but
God.
But dude, if there's a national tragedy that happens, and I've predicted this, I hope this clip gets played in this Trump suit. But like, you know how like, yeah. No, come back up here. Get this. Well, your hair might not look this good back then, so you want to document it now.
What the
But
hell
like,
does
you remember
that
how
mean? What do you feel like I'm losing it?
Well, no, well, you never know. I mean, guys like you don't have hair like that.
I've been
all
on
the
hair
time.
loss supplements for 3 years.
Yeah.
Fear-based.
I know.
I'm not even losing it yet. And you just said that to me live on a podcast.
Well,
Document it now because it's going.
well, I can just see. You can see.
Yeah.
It's
for sure.
not.
No, I know.
Not
Yeah.
It's not a rainbow shape. It's very. You got Batman ears
Yeah,
back there.
I'm
You
sure
know what I'm saying?
your
It goes
roots
like
will always
this.
look this good too.
No, I have
Yeah,
a whole receding head. My whole. I have 12 strands of hair.
Oh God. I'm
You
getting
know how
implants tomorrow.
TSA is it TSA? They weren't great
The
until
travel stuff?
9/11.
They're still not great. They're some of the laziest people of all time.
Well, let me tell you, we're gonna be. There's gonna be like TSA level.
Call it.
Something's
What's the
gonna
venue?
happen.
What's the event?
This is so fucked up. Is this bad to do?
We're gonna reframe it as a threat for sure. But
Okay, I've got this. It has to be something a little controversial. I'm probably gonna say, or maybe like, what's something so American like that people hate? Like
like a Morgan Wallen concert.
honestly, I hope so.
Yeah, I'd be. okay.
Yeah. Like a Morgan Wallen concert.
Or like
in
Kid Rock.
No, they love Kid Rock.
That's true. Actually, yeah, the people with the bombs and guns would never.
Yeah, I think they have a Kid Rock cutout.
They
in their
actually might
caves.
bring them in, but it's just like to shoot them in the air.
Yeah.
celebratory-wise.
Yeah, Kid Rock probably will pose with them for a picture. Is this bad to say?
I don't know.
Morgan Wallen in a baseball stadium somewhere. There's nothing really American more than that.
All right, you heard it here
Okay.
first. Katherine Blanford's going
What
to
a
jail
direction
if this
that
happens.
took.
I would be a salesman. I'd be selling software in the Midwest.
You
Probably-
sold me Cameo.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I worked for but that was once I started comedy, so I was kind of moving into entertainment. I started in I worked for LinkedIn and Microsoft, like straight up software
How
sales.
old are you?
I'm 29.
Wow. Microsoft's still around?
It's hanging in there.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yeah.
a lot.
Would you go door to door?
No. It's a technology company.
If I was putting salespeople, I'd put you out there.
Door to door.
Yeah, you'd be my door to door guy for sure.
I could sell knives.
Yeah,
For
no, I
sure.
could see that. If I was a dental hygienist and I had 3 kids, and you came to my door, I'd buy a knife from you for sure.
I thought that was going in a different direction.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Take it
It's
for what you
door-to-door
will.
now.
yeah.
I don't think that's the move anymore. I
No,
was
it's
cold
not.
calling.
That's just for Mormons.
People would just yell at me on the phone.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. They don't know what you look like.
That's true.
Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that hair out there.
Well, I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this creepy?
What? No. No.
If you could
We've
wake up,
glanced.
if
Do other people glance like this?
Yes,
Do other
yes,
comics glance?
absolutely. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
What?
Waking up tomorrow with a new quality or ability, what is it?
With any inequality?
Any quality
Or ability.
I'm too ADD to hear the whole question.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
let.
great in that department either. I'm any quality or ability. Just like the ability to like do really well on the internet. No, I'm the ability to sell tickets in Des Moines, maybe.
You can do porn.
That's true. I would say, like, I wish I had the ability to. No, I'm underselling it. You got anything here?
I do.
Okay, what do you got?
I really do, but I wish I could sing. Cause you think stand-up comedy's great, and then you go watch a concert, and you're like, that's performing.
Yeah.
That what we do is sad.
It's tricks.
It's sad. It's tricks. And I think singing too. I don't know if they have to work as hard. I hate to say it.
I think it depends. When you see a Broadway show, I have that feeling when I see like a Broadway show where I'm like, oh, they're talented.
Yeah.
I am nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I want to be Miley Cyrus. I want people. I want to write. I want to have a little bit of musical ability, because also the thing about this is the thing about music is that you really don't. All you have to do is like put in Easter eggs about your life. You have to be like, that Saturday morning.
And they're talking about the wedding.
On the coast, eating popcorn, laughing at you, little Billy boy.
What are you talking about? You have a great voice.
Thank you. I think I do. And then
Crush that.
dude, I've already figured out. This is what pop music is. If you have even a decent voice, you get people obsessed with you. And then this is what Taylor Swift does. Then all she does, all her music is just like, I could see that tall boy standing in the mirror with his wafty hair, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, she's talking about Harry Styles."
Yeah.
And you do look like Harry Styles.
Oh, I'll take that.
And it seems like it's more. I don't know. It just seems more fun and less work.
Yeah, but I think the process of becoming a famous singer is so much more bleak than stand-up, because we can at least like work on it every day and like go out and do shows where like I know people, or like you meet someone who is like a phenomenal world-class singer, but like they drive for Uber because they are like waiting for their shit to pop.
Right.
And they don't have a famous father.
They don't have. Yeah, that's true. And whenever do you ever have people from your hometown or somebody when you're like, they're gonna go in the studio and record a song? There's never. Every initial thought's like, damn, dog, that sucks.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
It's not going.
Yeah.
I mean, think about like Nashville. If you go out on Broadway, all those bars are like, there's like world-class musicians in there.
They're singing, and then there's just a girl on a bachelorette puking at their feet.
Yeah.
And they're like, Daddy told me. Daddy told me to close that barn door.
Becky, let's go.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's a harder. It's harder to get big, but once you get big, you're set. And little, you don't have to reinvent yourself every year.
No, yeah, you don't have to have a new hour.
Yeah,
and then people start writing for you too.
Yeah, and then you just take songs and you go into the studio.
Yeah,
and then you just lip sync at concerts while you twerk.
God, that would be sick. I'm gonna start covering people in stand up. I'm gonna be a cover stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I'm doing Mulaney's early stuff.
I always thought this would be a funny test to be like, does the audience suck or is it me? And I was like, what if you just went out there and did like a Mulaney bit?
Yeah.
Or a Nate
Just see
Bargatze
if it
bit?
bombs.
Yeah, and if it bombs, you're like, oh.
That would be
not
nice.
me.
You should be able to do that once a set.
Just test.
Yeah.
And the coupon crowds, they don't like comedy, so they won't know the bit.
Oh, they won't know. And you can even say it afterwards, like, hey, guys, that was from Nate Bargatze's second Netflix special, and you hated it. So I don't know what to do.
I would do Cosby, and then if they didn't like it, I'd be like, maybe you're still good people. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Put your
Yeah, you
drinks
do
down.
Hot Pockets, Jim Gaffigan's Hot Pockets.
Yeah, like fully the voice. Hot pocket.
I do an Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be bad.
If I could wake up with a quality or ability tomorrow, I think it would be the ability to have any sort of daily routine. I think that would make me such a better person and more successful in
I think
life.
you can do it.
I cannot. I've not one of my days looked similar to the previous one. I've did it never once in my life.
Well, do you? Well, you have to have some routine. You don't have that good a hair and not have a little bit of routine. I know
I got
you
a good
condition-
hair. I got a good hair routine.
You condition every
sure.
3 days.
About once a week,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cold showers in the morning.
for sure.
You do that?
I take cold showers, but I don't. Not always in the morning. I don't know. Morning's kind of a state of mind. You know, I don't sleep normal hours, so I'm like, I can't go to bed at night. So I often sleep till like 11. You know, and then the morning, you know, I'm showering at noon. But morning can be like the 3 hours after you wake up. That's just a rule that I have.
So
But like,
you don't have mornings.
no, not really.
So you have afternoon, night.
If I do something productive before 10 a.m., I'm probably the most productive person in the world.
Yeah. I think. Do you want a family?
Sure.
Oh, you shouldn't.
You set me up for that, and that was rude.
I know. But I think maybe a dog would be nice for you. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a really late.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
late.
like, because I'm a night owl.
Are you doing stuff at night?
Yeah, like that's when I often like get work done, either writing or like video editing and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
That's when I do
okay.
that.
Then you're fine. I can't do stuff at night. I can't be productive at
Yeah.
night at all. And I love to wake up in the morning and work
You're a
out.
morning person.
Yeah, I'm
That's
actually. You would be surprised because you wouldn't think it because of my jumpsuit, but I'm.
And I thought you got out of bed 20 minutes ago.
I know. You don't think it, but I'm a morning. I'm not a night person.
It's big.
It's really
Teach
hard.
me.
I wake up early. Well, do you have a face routine?
Yeah, I look at it for a while.
No, dude. Dude,
I
good
got a
face.
cream.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
This is what you do. You've got to get obsessed with. Get some creams you're obsessed with. Then you
Okay.
get excited. You wake up and you go, "Oh my god, I get to put on my vitamin C serum." Fuck yeah. So then you wake up. You have a cold shower. 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Add a couple seconds for the in and out of the shower.
Okay.
Then you get excited because you get to put your cream on.
Yeah.
And then you journal. I just listened to the Huberman Lab podcast
This is
a couple
good.
of times. And then you journal and you go for a little walk outside.
I'm a big walk person.
Yes,
But
walk's
I
good.
always walk right when I wake up, but that's not
Where?
always at the same time. I have a coffee shop that's like 25 minutes
Yeah.
away, walk, so I like that distance. Because I walk 25, then I get a little treat, a little iced coffee.
Yeah.
And then I get to walk back, and then I usually finish my coffee by the time I'm back, and then I get to work. But
Do you actually
it's
work
just
during the day?
time, yeah, just the timing is not awesome.
I don't know. I don't think you can beat yourself up. We have a weird life.
Yeah, because you're also that you're traveling. You're on the East Coast, different time
Yeah.
zones. You're in a weird hotel. You're
Yeah.
crashing with people. It's like that part doesn't lend itself to routine.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Did you have a day? Did you have a 9 to 5?
Yeah, for 7 years.
Yeah, it is. Once you have a 9 to 5 and then you don't, you're kind of like, I'm gonna take advantage of
I don't
this
know
life.
what day it is most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
It's
I
until
think
like, well, not show wise, you have to keep track of it, but like
No, you don't. You
during,
just
I mean,
know
I
the
just
day.
look at it. I'm like, all right,
You
that's
know
where I
your
am
calendar.
tonight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think you're fine right now, but
Okay. But I just have no hopes of having a family.
I think it won't work out. I mean, you'll probably end up with a kid. I predict,
Sure.
but it'll be hard.
Yeah, it's not going to be an awesome life for that kid.
That kid will probably be a comic too,
I hope he or she's more successful.
but
than
a very alt comic.
Oh God, they're gonna be doing act out stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
No.
real. It's gonna be a. Your kid's gonna be comfortable in the silence kind of comic. You know what I mean?
God, one of those that get you. You know, they get introduced and then they stand at the mic for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and they go,
And
then
they
they
go.
go, "What the fuck are you all doing here?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't like this energy? Guess what? Sit in it. My dad
Yeah, I
was
was about
never
to
around
say.
as a kid, so this is his fault.
This is what it sounded like when my dad gave me a talking to.
This was me and my dad bonding as when I was a kid, and then he just walks
Just-
away from the mic. Oh God, yeah, I can't have a child.
No, you're
No,
good.
I like being an uncle.
Are you an uncle?
Yeah, I got like 6 nieces and nephews.
What are you, Mormon?
I'm one of 8
Are
kids.
you really?
Yeah, Irish Catholic.
Are you what?
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
Oh, there we go.
Are you Are you still Catholic?
No.
Yeah, no one is.
No.
Is anyone in your family?
No.
The ones
no.
with the kids?
We got a bunch of gay kids in my family, so
You have
it's kinda-
gays?
yeah, it's kind of hard to stay
I'm
Catholic.
so jealous.
Yeah, that was pretty much when my first sister came out. My parents were like, "Yeah, I think we'll be done with the church."
Wait. Your first sister came out as gay, not out of the womb.
Oh yeah, came out as gay. She was pretty gay from the start, though.
She was pretty gay.
Yeah,
Are you? This is this is exciting.
yeah.
It's not good. We have too many people, but it's fine that your parents did it. As long
I
as
thought you meant that my siblings were gay.
no, that too.
I
I'm
was
so
like, all right.
jealous. I always wanted.
No, that's good. Yeah, because they are not having as many kids. Although the gay ones are having children,
But-
so
They are having children
Uh-huh.
by cells.
immaculate conception is what they're telling me.
Yeah.
No, they're buying kids.
They're buying kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. No, bot kids are good.
Yeah,
It's like shelter dogs. That's what I want. I don't want anyone to breed
you
dogs
should
anymore.
rescue. Yeah.
That's in Midwest.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
Were
so
you
one of
guys?
8. My parents only had sex 8 times, though. They told me that.
Did you guys have like a lot of like canned dinners?
No, my mom is like an incredible cook.
Did you guys have money?
Not like the first 4 kids. My dad was in medical school while they had 4 kids, which is one of the weirdest, wildest decisions I've ever heard.
And you don't even wake up till 11 a.m.
Yeah, no, I have no work ethic. But I was on the bottom half. So like
Yeah.
the first 4 grew up poor, like food stamps.
Yeah.
And then
Really?
because my mom didn't work because they didn't want to pay for daycare. So my mom
Yeah.
stayed home. My dad was in medical school, and then my mom was like teaching Pilates classes to pay for stuff. And then the bottom 4 kids, like then my dad was a full doctor. So we like had there's like a class divide in my family. It's kind of awesome. They call us the privileged youth, the bottom 4.
Dude, you don't hear about that
Yeah.
these days of having that many kids. My dad's one of
It's weird.
10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Catholic as well.
Yeah, very Catholic.
Yeah.
And but are you guys like healthy mentally? You guys feel like you're like you
Sure.
got a lot, you got filled up with all the goodness?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any other way, but I mean, I think like we all, it shows in different ways. Some of us are like huge attention seekers.
Yes.
Me. Because of that, I think it's because of the big family. You know, you're at family dinner just like trying to be heard.
Yeah. Yes.
But then like there's some that are like recluses. Because I think for the same reason, it's like there was so much going on, they just kept to themselves.
Right. They didn't want to feel like they had to compete. That was exhausting to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. They were just, and those are kind of the successful ones. Because I think
Yeah.
they just worked harder on their own. I fought for attention, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm like thinking I like want to do a case study on my dad's family, and
Are
all
they
the
all
siblings.
close?
Yes, they're so close.
Yeah,
They're
that's the
so
one thing
tight.
I'm lucky about. We're like really good friends now.
It's
Which like, and that's not the case for like all of my extended family, which are all big families as well. There's usually like a black sheep or 2
Yeah.
in the family, and we made it through. There were times where we weren't all friends, but we're all pals now.
dude,
It's very fun.
It's like, and in 2023, I don't think you could have 8 kids unless
No,
you were, a bajillionaire.
like Nick Cannon.
yeah,
That's
yeah, he should be in jail.
Yeah.
He
I
should.
think so.
I think before he has a child, he should go. He should go to like a very overpopulated city
And just have to observe.
and go. Yeah, I go sit here for a minute and think maybe we've done enough.
Try
maybe
to
we've put too many
form
people in the-
connections with 13 people here.
Right.
And then decide to have your 14th kid.
Yeah. I have a list
Or
of
however
the groups
many.
of people that need to die.
Mm.
And Dog Breeders is up there. And Matadors.
And Morgan Wallen's next concert in a baseball stadium.
And Morgan Wallen. Yeah, my boyfriend might be there, but if he's gotta go, he's gotta go.
Gotta go.
Because I think there's too many people. But I don't blame your
Agreed.
parents.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can't, because they're my parents, and only I can say.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad we had a bunch of kids. It is the wrong choice, but I'm glad.
It's
we did it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's so interesting. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Doesn't matter.
Morning routine.
Yeah.
Do you think I asked too many questions?
No, you're good.
Do you want me to come up with more questions for you?
It's all good. What do you think everyone should try once?
I kind of, I don't even know if I've lived this, but like every drug. Like that's a weird kind of loser answer, I think. But like, I don't think there's a lot of reasons to not try basically anything. Not every drug. I'm not going meth and heroin, and I'm not even a huge drug person, but I think it's weird when people are like, I would never do mushrooms. And I'm like, never? We only get to do this thing once.
Yeah.
Why not try everything?
Yeah.
You know?
You're going to have a lot of more neurotic people.
That's true. Maybe that's a crazy, stupid answer, but maybe I'm just thinking.
No.
I just recently had a conversation where someone said they would never do mushrooms, and I was like, that's so odd to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like I'm not even like a huge mushrooms person, but it's like,
you can be
it's
one.
like,
It's okay.
yeah, I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I'm such a proponent of just trying everything once.
Acid?
Never have, but I would like to.
Yeah, you sound like you could do it and you wouldn't go into a black hole and never come out.
Well, isn't that dependent on like how much you do?
I think it depends on
Maybe your
the,
state
of
of
your
mind.
home life and how many kids you had grew up with and how good your parents were. No, your like state of mind. I love mushrooms, but I would never be able to do like acid or is that
Have you
LSD
ever
the
done
same?
it?
No, I think I'm too neurotic. I think I would just be like, this is
No chance.
this. I wouldn't be the same. I think I would.
Okay.
Y'all would be like, if you think I ask a lot of questions now.
Wait till we start getting into universal shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
I want to
I'm
do DMT.
I'm revising my answer to mushrooms then.
Yeah, I think mushrooms are good.
Yeah.
I got what is it when you get? I got
Dosed?
I got dosed the other day.
Where?
On my couch. My roommate, she was leaving and she was like, "Hey, was given these mushrooms. Here's do you want this like microdose?" And I wasn't going anywhere. I was like, yeah. And so I took the whole thing. I was like, that was good. And then she left. And I always like give myself shit for being a lightweight about everything, drinking, everything. And I was watching Succession and I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And I stood up. I was like, why is the floor water? We gotta go swim to turn the lights off. And then I went down to my bed and I closed my eyes and I was like, nope, we cannot close our eyes. We will not survive closing our eyes. We have to keep our eyes open for the next 2 hours. And I just sat there and was like, you're such a lightweight, Catherine. You're just such a pussy. You can't even handle this little itty bitty dose of mushrooms. You piece of shit.
You needed to go for a walk.
Yeah. And then I didn't say anything because I was like, I'm such a lightweight. Like, you shouldn't be feeling this. And I didn't say anything. And then probably a month later, she texts me and she goes, I just looked at the box of those mushrooms I gave you, and it was like is a gram and a half a lot?
Yeah, it's not a microdose, for sure.
I don't remember what it was, but she was like, on the thing it said a hero's dose.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. That's like a vision quest.
Right. And she goes, did you?
What was it like?
She was like, I didn't realize that. She was like, why didn't you say anything? And I was like, because I was beating myself up about what a pussy I was for feeling it.
Incapable of speech. What are you talking about? My brain was going nuts.
It's like you don't want to take it and then also be like hating on yourself for experiencing shit.
Yeah, that's
too.
tough.
Yeah,
No,
but it was
I like little.
fun.
I like little bits.
Yeah, like during the day.
Yeah.
Do you
And then
you
feel good.
microdose?
I have tried doing that as like a because I'm ADHD as well, so it's like I tried.
I didn't ever say
when
I was, but
off.
thank
Yeah,
you.
did. I think you did.
No, yeah, I did.
I'm still mad at you for the
assume it?
hairline thing.
Yeah, sorry.
And I tried when I was off of like Vyvanse. I tried microdosing.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been told that helps, and I don't think it did. I mean, I was having fun, but I wasn't productive.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like taking a hit of
It's like being a little
weed.
high. Yeah.
Do you say weed? Is that, or do I sound like your dad?
No, I say weed.
Take
I don't
a
think when
hit of
people say
weed?
pot.
You taking a hit of pot?
That's your dad. That's your dad right there. Yeah.
I think it's like a little bit of that.
Dope. I love when old people call marijuana dope.
Dope, because
Yeah.
dope sounds like crack cocaine.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
It is. That is.
I think so, like, but like my uncles will say like, what were you smoking dope?
Because they to them it's on the same level as crack
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Also, I've never said crack or cocaine
cocaine.
not together.
Yeah.
It's crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, yeah. I like mushrooms. I
What-
think I don't. What was the question?
What would you try?
do every?
No, what do you think everyone should try once?
I don't know, just to hear me out.
Just listen to what I have to say.
I just want them to give me a chance, you know. And I think there's no further explanation.
Damn, that was a
than
great
that.
answer. Fuck. I was like drugs. And you're like, just listen to my
like,
jokes.
please. I know you don't want to.
Yeah.
I know I'm not your first
Give me
choice, but
one
hear me
chance,
out.
University of Iowa.
Yeah, very much.
What's something you're sick of having to explain?
I don't know. Nothing. I love talking.
Yeah, same.
I
I think
love-
I'm kind of I'm like any conversation starter, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of explaining why I'm single.
Shut the fuck up.
Like to family and stuff, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like-
God.
No, not like
plug.
not like no. I mean like to family.
Good God, Matt Rife. Man.
Listen,
I'm sick of telling
what is the
ladies.
point of doing a
Yeah,
podcast
did
if
you
you
just-
can't get the
yeah,
word out,
yeah.
you know? I mean,
Oh man, what prime
Slide into
opportunity.
my DMs, please.
Jesus.
no, I meant like to family. And I don't mean single like not dating any, like what not married, not like moving to the next step.
What are you from?
Minnesota.
Are you from a field? You're 29.
I know, but it's like people are just like they want you to be serious about it at this point, and I'm not.
Like, is everybody in your family married?
Everyone older than me is either married or in like a very long-term
Like,
relationship.
you can be gay.
Oh
You
yeah,
can be whoever you want to be,
They
as
think I'm
long
gay.
as you're married.
yeah. They're like,
They-
gay marriage is allowed now.
Yeah.
Get moving.
So hurry up. You have
Yeah.
you have no options.
Yeah.
And so they don't care that you're a comedian just as long as you're married.
We recently got over the comedian hump. Parents were rough about that for a few years. But-
What made them get over it? They saw a crowd work clip and they
Tiny,
said, "This is
yeah.
it."
They saw this
They
one.
They
this-
saw you lap around around for a second when you asked an interracial couple why they're dating.
They saw me once. They saw me hit that mic against my knee a couple times.
They
They
said-
were like, "This kid's got it."
There's a natural talent
Yeah.
in there.
Honestly, first thing that got them on board was opening for Louis Anderson. I opened for him a few times, and we became pals. And that's just someone that my dad was a fan of
Yeah.
when he was a kid, because he's also from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And so that gave them some legitimacy.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know, the past couple years, just like, I don't know, I've been able to, like, this last year, been full time, and their main thing is like, just don't ever ask us for money. We're
That's
never
so
gonna give you
sweet.
money.
They're not
Yeah.
going to.
No chance. It's like they're like, but we're not allowed to be disappointed in you if you're self-sustaining,
Yeah. Okay.
So they've come around, but the family thing, they're like, my mom will get really serious sometimes after like a few glasses of wine and be like, I just want you to have someone. And it gets really, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna head to bed. So yeah,
It's a weird because you're not like people usually aren't worried about guys.
no, but we
Like-
only have 2 guys in our family, so maybe that's part of it. Like she just wants her sons married, but he's married and has kids, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I've never been like, I mean, you could be 75 and you're in LA. You'll be dating a 22-year-old. And
Planning
you'll be
on
like,
it.
we have to have kids.
I'm coming
soon.
back. I'm doing this podcast
Yeah.
again when I'm 75, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say the same thing.
I'll be driving your teenage girlfriend to school before the podcast. Yeah, it's a weird
right to,
thing
like,
for
high
people to be
school?
worried about you.
God damn, I was thinking like 25,
Well, she'll tell you she's 25.
and that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's a
not
weird
looking
thing to
into
be
it.
worried about you. Not single.
Well, yeah, just have that conversation a lot with like family members, grandmas. You know,
You just say, I have hoes in different area codes.
that's what I say. I say, look at. I just start pulling up Instagram profiles. I say,
Yeah.
look at grandma.
You go, I'm not going to lose my hair for 3 to 4 more years, so
least
I
a few
have to
more
play
months.
the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's more so. I'm like not even dating. It's like it's so much easier in comedy to just like ignore that and just it's the same hours as comedy, so it's just been kind of not doing it.
You're not even trying to date.
Not really. Not right now. Since I moved to LA, like this past year, I haven't really been dating at all.
I've been dating this guy for 3.5 years, and I've always said, like, if we broke up, I don't think I would try and date because it would be such a distraction from comedy.
That's exactly how I feel. Right before I left Chicago, I was like, all right, we're going to do like a real dating process. I'm like on the apps, I'm meeting people, I'm entertaining, I'm going on shitty first dates, all that. And it was like, I was like, this is exhausting trying to do this in comedy.
Yeah, because it's like, because you meet somebody and then you have to be like, by the way, everything about me is going to suck.
Yeah. Like, I know you think it sounds cool right now. It's all going to suck soon. Like within 2
You know-
weeks.
Yeah. You know, everything that you think is like kind of interesting, you're going to be bitching about to your friends in
Yeah.
2 weeks. It's going to be so old and annoying and shitty.
When I have to cancel our plans to do a one-nighter in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, you're not going to be over the moon.
You're going to hate Sheboygan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a reach.
Was it like
You're gonna
your
hate
boy
Sheboygan.
again? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something there. Write
Hear
that
me
down.
out. Hear me out. Yeah. It's I get it. I don't know. I mean, even my guy. I mean, God, if I just wasn't like such a catch,
Yeah.
you know, he wouldn't be with me. But I'm the best he'll ever get. So
That's
it's
huge,
good.
honestly.
And that's
So you settled, is what you're saying.
no.
There's always a settler and a reacher.
No. He's definitely. I mean, he's lucky. He's really, really lucky.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He is so fucking lucky, and I'm tired, and that's how it works. But
He's really lucky you're
he's
tired.
so lucky. I'm so tired, and I've just had it. But aren't you? Are you lonely?
Not really. I love being alone. I get. Here's when I get
gay?
lonely. Is when maybe. Here's when I get
Dude,
lonely.
if you were gay,
is I would-
God,
my career would.
I
tank.
keep thinking that.
My
I said,
career would skyrocket.
should I be? I know I'm gonna be gay in my 40s. That's my plan.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna be gay in my 40s. But
The gay 40s.
I know. I go,
That's an
should we
album
speed it
right
up? Yeah, gay 40s. Yeah. I'm a gay 47.
Yeah. No. Here's when every time I'm back in LA and I have like some semblance of like a home life again, where I'm like trying to get into like a daily routine, whatever, and not
Yeah.
on the road for like 2 weeks, I'll like convince myself that that's what my normal life is like, and I'm like, I would like a girlfriend. That's when I feel lonely.
Yeah.
And then I just forget that in 2 weeks I'm leaving again for like 4 weeks.
Right. And every day is going to be different. And you're
Yeah.
going to be busy.
And then that's where I'm like, that's where I don't mind. Like on the road, I don't get lonely. I enjoy that time.
Are you?
Banging on the road?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Right when I first started going out, I thought that was going to be a part of it. And
You
it
tried?
happened like twice, and then I was like, "Oh, this is dark.
I
This is not a fun."
I
outlet."
always wondered. I mean, the diseases.
Yeah, that
It's
and just
strange.
like you don't feel good. Also, like hooking up with like someone from a show.
Wait, in the audience or
Yeah.
the club manager?
No, you do not. No company.
The
Inc.
booker.
Will not hook up with a book. Comedy bookers, stay away from me. Yeah, because they're all so hot. They're all such hot young women. They're definitely not all 65-year-old.
A lot of
white
Lawrence
dudes.
and Kellys. Comedy bookers, stay away from me.
No, it like fans and stuff. That is not the move. It ain't it.
Because those people are, if they were good people, they wouldn't be there in that
That like
in
you're not gonna meet
first
the love
place.
of your life that way. Also, it's like I like going back to my little hotel after a show and just like
God, you're like an 80-year-old
just,
woman.
like, decompressing. Yeah, well, I like going out too, but like I like decompressing. I would never want to wake up like in the Oklahoma City with like a stranger in my hotel room, and then I have to do that, and then I have to do like 2 shows that night. No way.
So many people. I
People-
don't know the
d-
life.
dudes
I don't know, and
certainly
I
do
think
that.
about it. You always hear about like guys doing it all the time,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't
Just masturbate. That is the secret to not having a insane sex life on the road, I think.
You just masturbate before at 11:30 a.m. and then you go for a walk and you.
Sometimes I reverse that order.
Ew.
I can get crazy. No, it's more like if that's your behavior going into the night that you're like, I need to fuck someone tonight. I think that's just like a weird energy to have when you're spending 40 weekends of the year on the road.
Yeah, it's
So,
it's exhausting.
I have no interest in that, in
Okay.
that lifestyle.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. I think you could if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
The opportunities are there, but it's just not. That's gonna be dark. That's not gonna be fulfilling.
Right. It's not gonna be just a nice girl with tan booties on for the day. It's gonna be. There's gonna be some strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
And she's gonna ask me about Matt Rife for sure.
Gonna ask if you know Matt Rife.
Yep.
She's gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh my God, you're not Matt
I
Rife."
thought it was Matt Rife.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Because he told me he was Matt Rife.
I wonder. I tell people I'm Amy Schumer.
That's big.
Oh,
What
was my answer? What was the question?
What's the
I don't
question?
remember. What are you sick of explaining?
Yes.
And mine was why I'm single. And then you were like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so I got a good response for yours too, whatever it is.
I think actually just, wow, it's such an annoying cliche answer.
Why you do comedy?
No, that's obvious.
Okay, good.
I'm desperate.
Yeah.
Is just crowd work clips online.
Explaining that.
I just go, yeah, it's because 10 years ago, nobody put anything online until it was like made, and now, it's stupid. We all get it.
Yeah.
Now you have to like have an online presence, but you don't want to.
Burn all
Burn
your
all your
material
shit,
and you
and
gotta sell
so-
tickets and
Yeah, so you've asked people if they're a couple
yeah.
and how long they've been together.
And
No,
then
I
they're-
don't do all
And then
that.
they're like, no, that's my daughter. And then you
Yeah.
run around the stage 3 times.
And then you go, oh, doing it. Yeah. That would probably be my really boring, annoying answer.
That's fair.
And I love and hate social media all at the same time.
Yeah, I
All,
feel the
over and
exact
over
same
and
way.
over again. It like helped me, and then it's driving me insane.
Mhm.
At all the same
It's really
time.
not healthy.
Yeah. So that's it. That's a boring answer.
That's okay.
Okay, fine.
Last question.
Wait, I
Uh-oh.
have a better answer.
Go for it.
What do I hate explaining?
No, we can just go to the next
No, I didn't like my answer.
Oh my god.
You know what? It's a mix of vitamin C serum and
Shut the
retinol.
fuck up. Did that many people ask you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a specific concoction of
Will you
vitamin
send
C
me the
and
vitamin
retinol.
C serum?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
CEO Sunday Riley. It's expensive, but it's worth it.
Okay.
All right, last question. When was the last time you cried of laughter?
I mean, at you.
Yeah, when I was watching Katherine Blanford's crowd work clips earlier today.
Did you see that one where I asked somebody to neigh like a horse? There's 8 of them. It's my thing.
Oh my God,
I'm
forgot about
tired.
the horse girl thing.
Cried of
with
laughter.
laughter.
Oh. You know what? You know what I really like is when you're really sad and it makes you laugh.
Okay. Oh,
That's
so you were crying and laughing.
Yeah,
Not
but
really
I don't.
like crying from laughing.
Yeah.
You were crying about something else.
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite feeling in the whole world.
Wow.
I know it's fucked up, but
Yeah,
it's like the best
what's
feeling.
What's that from?
I think I was on an airplane and I'd been on the road for 2 weeks and I was watching The Notebook.
Oh.
And was that when I was no, I think I just ended up crying then. I don't even remember.
I know. I can definitely name a few recent times where I've cried. I'm trying to think of.
But maybe you got like
too.
a chuckle in there because you were crying.
Yeah, I just did the exact same thing with Remember the Titans on.
Did you cry during Remember the Titans?
I was in the Delta lounge for like 5 hours. And my flight was delayed, so I got like pretty drunk and then got on a plane and watched Remember the Titans and was like weeping.
Yeah.
Hadn't watched it in like a year, and I was like, I mean, it was hilarious. People
Dude.
next to me were concerned.
Dude, that's what being on your period feels like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, being drunk,
And you
crying
have a
to
stomachache?
Remember the Titans. Yeah, on a plane.
Man.
Yeah, that
being
was
a
really good. I
guy
cried
is awesome.
the morning that Jimmy Buffett died. I don't know why. When you hear those songs, it makes you like you're like back into TGI Fridays
Yeah,
with your family.
it's so youthful to
Yeah.
think that he's dead is sad.
I know it is sad. I don't remember happiness though. I don't remember laughing till I cried.
I know one scenario, but it's kind of mean.
Let's do it.
Have the fuck at it.
Well, in this day and age, anyone can put out a comedy album.
Yes.
And you can find some real bad ones out there in the world.
Is this a well-known person?
No.
That's my favorite.
One of the things I'll do is any local comedian in any scene that I am either Instagram or Facebook friends with, when they put out a special, I'll watch every minute of it.
Dude,
And that is
you've
a weird
got to
thing.
get some hobbies. We've got to get a routine, dude. We've got to wake up at 9 a.m. We've got to get
can't.
some real
There's
shit to
too many
do.
comedy specials to watch. I'm up all night doing it. But recently I was on the road with one of my good friends, Tim Smith, and we were high on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And decided to watch one of these. And I was crying laughing because of, then it's fun because you can just riff, you can tag the jokes. It was a good time. And I would highly recommend. I'll watch a bad special before I watch a good special.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to make yourself feel better?
I mean, that's probably deep-seated what it is.
Yeah.
Also, I like seeing, it's not even deep-seated. It's just, that's what it is. As I said that, I was like, oh, that's definitely what it is.
Dude, we do have when the scene I came up in, there's this, man, I'm trying not to be specific.
I know, that's what I was trying to beat around the bush.
Okay,
too.
somebody put out an album, like, too early in the comedy, too. You're
Yeah.
like, my dog,
That's the
my
thing,
dog.
It's like 2 years in.
Right.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah. It was like on Spotify, everything. And every track, like the next track happens, or sometimes within the bit, all of a sudden like the volume changes and the whole, and you can tell it's from. It was like they just took their phone and they recorded at different bars and
I
open
know an
mics.
album with that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Is it the funniest
It's
thing?
funny.
Because they also like half of it they're bombing and they
Oh,
still
yeah.
just put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at one point there's somebody like screaming at them like "fuck you." You can tell it was just like somebody in the bar who got too drunk and because
Yeah.
their wife kicked him out.
They coulda
and
edited
they like
that out,
yeah,
but they
and
didn't.
they were like this is the closer.
Yeah.
And it's a good one to go back and listen to.
I've heard jokes repeated on ones like that. The
Wait,
same
wait.
line is in there twice. Because, like, they at a different show that they recorded it at, it was, like, put in a different place in the set. And so, like, there's the same joke twice in some of these.
Yeah, one of it they're down here, and then the next one they're down here.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing that. And once in a while I'll cry laughing.
Okay, I think maybe we've got to get we gotta get some meditation in that routine.
meditate.
I think you do meditate?
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
trying.
I think maybe I mean, it's fun. I think it is fun.
I want to be clear. This isn't like a daily thing.
I felt like it was a daily thing.
I made it seem that way for comedic effect.
Right,
but
right.
I think I'm probably watching one of these every 2 months.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fun. That's fun.
It's fun. And I
That's
try
good.
to watch them with people.
Yeah, it's weird if you did it by yourself.
This is getting sadder.
Okay, I'll respect that. I haven't laughed in so long. I haven't enjoyed.
It's kind of a dark last question, because if it wasn't for the mushrooms and the bad comedy, I would not have had a good answer.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah. Oh, maybe, when I.
Keep trying to fix your answers.
It was just when I don't know anything. Like, I don't know references to anything.
Horse stuff.
I do know horse stuff. It's very weird.
Yeah.
It's all I look at on Instagram is horse stuff.
And I need hobbies.
And Beyonce. Yeah, I know, it is kind of bad. It's really weird and gross. But when it's not even, it was just in the moment. It was one of those moments when my friend looked at me, Blair Erskine, she's a writer out here, and they referenced something very obvious, and I had no idea what it was. And I regret going into this because it's not going to be. But she just looked at me and she's like, "Were you made like Flubber?" And I was like, "I think so. I think I don't know anything because I don't know if I was like born. I don't know. I played a lot of pinball on the computer growing up, and that's like what it was, and like Minesweep, and I didn't like learn anything.
No, that's
no
all your
cultural
brain was
references. Yeah, it was just that and Maury Povich, and that's all. I didn't have any like actual culture in this.
So you cried laughing when she...
I finally got a diagnosis, and it was nice. It was the closest diagnosis I've ever been as to why I don't know anything at all. It wasn't good, but you can edit that out. But that's the last time I remember crying laughing.
That's the closer.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the show.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.